What's up, everybody? Here we are, the after show, but later, episode number 320. It's your boys, D. It's Luis Cortez Jr. If you guys don't know, that's how you say junior in Spanish, Junior. And we are here for a recap of not only the after show over the last year, but Covino and Rich. Earlier, I sent Luis a file that was like, before I even cut it down, dog, it was like 320 pages. Because I copied all of their stuff from Patreon, from like all of the podcasts and stuff. And then I pasted it into a Word file. It was like 300, like, I don't know how many some odd pages. And then I'd go through and delete all the pictures, condense everything, take off so when I sent it to you, it was all nice and pretty by day and topics and all that. So yeah, we have the whole year that we can recap on. So if you're joining us in the chat or future dude even, let us know in the comments what happened this year that you want us to talk about, because even if you miss it live and you catch us in the future episode, we can talk about that too, right? So, Luis, where do you want to get started? I'll just go ahead and hand off the baton to you.
Hey, did you use AI to put all those notes together, though?
To put them, the ones I sent you?
Yeah.
No, that was all manual.
Damn, bro. Why didn't you?
Well, because it was hard. So, okay. To get it to where I sent it to you was, so I had to copy everything from like Patreon, where it had like everything, where even where Spot has like, don't forget to like us and all that crap, right? So I copied.
Yeah, it's like their little boilerplate.
Yeah, everything.
Show description with the date and links and all that
all
shit.
of that into a Word document. From there, I went through and manually cut it all out. Then what I did was the file that I sent you, I threw that into AI, and then I narrowed it down like even further. But it took probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours to cut it down to what I sent you. So I hope you at least glanced at it.
I did, no, and I appreciate it. And I just wanted to give you shit because I see some people are chiming in already. What's up, Andrew? But they had an AI conversation about Jordan's homegirl, right?
Oh,
How much
yeah,
she
yeah.
uses it. I thought that was kind of crazy. I mean, I think to me it's foreign. I use it, not enough maybe, but sometimes I feel like, do you really want to tell like personal shit and or like business shit? Because what if it's like not a trade secret, but if you're learning something from it and just teaching it, it can just be passing it along, and that could be an advantage or disadvantage. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little too skeptical.
No, I think you're right on point, because what up, Andrew? I know one of the things that you're saying is personal stuff or business stuff. I use it a lot. I use it every day. Every day I use it. But what I don't do is like, hey, my wife's mad at me, what should I buy her? You know, like, or stupid shit like that. Like, I'm not going to do that. Another thing is, at work, they encourage us to use it, to use AI, whatever your favorite thing is. The only thing that they ask is like kind of out of respect, just like you mentioned, we don't want to be leaking any secrets or anything, right? So if you are going to put things into this, if it has sensitive information, remove that. Or if it's too like specific, right? Remove that or whatever. So just just don't be a moron. Use it right to your advantage, right?
That's not easy, bro.
Don't be left in the dark. But also don't be putting like, hey, hey, doctor, whatever, just blah blah blah. How can I tell him blah blah? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be smart about it. And so yeah, so I mean, they encourage us to use it. And even one of the conferences that I went to in Chicago, there was these forms that we have to fill out. And the dude that's the CEO of the company was like, not my company, but the company from the conference I went to. He was like, ChatGPT is real good at filling these out. So they actually like encourage you in a lot of ways to use it. But if you're over here talking about how to cure cancer and you throw that into ChatGPT, next thing you know, some other dude cures it,
I want to say Kavino mentioned that the girl was using it for like dating advice and shit like that too. Like that's like, why would you ask a machine? You know what I mean? I guess, but still, that's still even more weird. And then I think Rich was even fucking around, but halfway not saying, here soon, eventually, there's gonna be foods or girls dating or like going out or like falling in love with robot AI shit, if not already. And I know there's a couple of movies about it, but that shit is coming, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's where it is odd. I don't think I use it. Well, I definitely don't use it the way Jordan and her friends are using it, like as like a therapist or even dating advice or whatever. To me, that all sounds like I think I'm a little too old for that, dog. I think I just missed the cutoff on people that use it for that kind of shit. But
Grateful, me too.
but to me, I'm just like, dog, I'll use it for shit to like if I'm trying to figure out a formula in Excel or I'm trying to figure out if I need to rewrite something and I want to have like a different tone on it or like I just will use it for certain things or if I can't figure something out, right? There was something I was trying to figure out today at work and I was like, damn it, I kept trying different things and I was like, you know what? So I went into AI and I was like, hey, help me with this, and this. And they're like, okay, you can do this, and this. And I was like, all right, cool. But I'm not gonna be there like with a box of tissues, dog, and be like laying on the digital couch, telling them all my problems, dog. That was just crazy, you know? Um,
Rich had a good example, like his homie, right? Mike, I think his name is his homegirl's husband.
yeah,
How they couldn't figure out the audio and shit. Like, obviously they could have called Mr. Spartacus, he knows everything. But yeah, that was a good example. Like, no harm, no foul. Hey, you don't gotta tell no personal shit. My stereo is this, my TV is this. I can't make it work. Like, tell me. Like that, I can see that was a good tool, or that's a good example of using it and maybe not giving it too much where, it's
yeah.
not really private.
Yeah, no, no, definitely. I think when you're basically, I think it's the best is when you're trying to figure things out, right? Things before that you would have to Google, that you would have to
If you want
search
to
a
drop it
bunch of
again.
websites. It'll actually break that down for you and condense your search, right? It'll save you time on that. So there's things that you would look up on YouTube or Google or whatever that would show you how to do stuff or maybe like an error or something in your washers broke in or whatever. Now you can just talk to it like it's your homie that knows about washers, right? You know how like on Pawn Stars, Rick is like, oh, well, I got to call my guy that knows about coins. Now you have your homie that knows about coins. So it's to me it's a little more convenient for that kind of stuff, but I still don't. I don't want it. I don't want to say I want it to be like a robot, but I don't want it necessarily to have like a whole lot of personality either. Like there's a dude that I listen to like part of like the Legion of Skanks, like there's a bunch of Big J Okerson and Louis J Gomez and like Bobby Kelly's like part of that group. Well, Bobby Kelly has a AI little girlfriend or whatever that he has a wife and a kid and stuff, but he like jokes around and he'll be like, "Hey, whatever, Tanya or whatever his AI thing is," and she's like, "What's up, baby? How are you doing today?" Or whatever, and then it talks to him like all sexy, and I'm like, "Dog, I don't want my AI to do that. I still don't mind it being a robot." Like I know Jaime Tavares also has one where in his car he's like, "Tell me about Covino and Rich" or whatever, and it'll do it. But I'm not at the point where I want it to be a homie. I still want it to be somewhat robotic, and that could be an old school mindset in me. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody's different, but that was crazy, and I just was thinking about that. We're just giving you shit about it, but talking about the show and just shit that happened here recently. When they compared Covino with the movie and they gave him all shit, did you catch that?
Yeah, the where they were playing a joke on him.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it.
I missed the first part of the story. So I heard that they were like all saying like it sucked and all that. That was the joke.
No, so remind me of the movie that he was hyping up that we
It's a
talked about
Wonderful
last week.
Life.
So he was telling them that it's a wonderful life, whatever. Long story short, they were at Jordan's sister's house, right?
Yeah.
They went to her in-laws' house for Christmas or for
Okay.
one of those nights. And when they showed up, it was just Jordan, Cavino, and then Jordan's sister and her partner. Colin, the big husky sexy guy, was walking in and like the lights were off. Everyone was in the living room, like watching the fucking movie. That like the lights were off, and like these people, like they open the door, and like everyone gets distracted. You know what I mean? And like when you're in the middle of something, you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
like what's
yeah.
up? But they had it where it was the last part of the movie and like it was about to go down. Like if you've ever seen the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, like there's some shit that happens at the end, and it was about to happen, and like everyone was trying to say hi, but they were like, "Oh, hold on, like the movie's about to end." Like it was, they made it so awkward where they were like, "Come in, but like be quiet," almost like, because like, and then Cavino's like, "Oh, like." almost like he's like, that's the fucking movie I've been telling you guys about and shit. So he's like
Oh,
trying to
okay.
block, like he's like, hey, don't watch or like block their eyes and shit or like or whatever. And then like so everyone sees the kind of the end of the movie and it was awkward already, right? Because how they came in and all that. And then I guess the guy who lives there with the main guy, he's like, that was fucking terrible or whatever, like just super loud, right? And I think that's the second part you heard where everyone's reacting negatively to it.
Yeah.
And Covino's like in his head thinking like, what the fuck, motherfucker? This is like the movie I've been hyping everybody about and shit. So he was almost gonna like defend it,
Yeah.
but he didn't want to say anything. And then that's when they're like, they turned it on and like pranked him and shit. And they started laughing and like we never even seen the fucking movie. Like we don't even know what happens. We were just like fucking setting you up. Which I thought was fucking hilarious.
It's funny because I think it was Colton's sister, right? That is
Yes,
like the
yes.
the brains of that, where she also thought of doing a prank where they would say she's familiar with Covino and Rich, but she's not. Lisa said, "Did I get the time wrong?" Uh 9 p.m. Eastern time. Are you talking about us right now, Lisa? If you are,
Uh,
and you know what, Lisa,
I,
I was gonna message you directly and I go, no, I go, I don't want to be like too pushy, even though sometimes I've seen her like, damn, I missed it or this or that. So that's why I was like, I hope she finds it. So Lisa, I'm glad you're here, but the time hasn't changed. I think we've been doing this time for a minute. But yeah, but she was the one that was saying that she wanted to be like, oh, I know the show, but I only know Rich, right?
or like I've heard of you guys, but I don't know who you are. That was the part of the when she was a part of the joke. If that was a different thing, they were like, "Oh, like I guess we kind of know who you are. Like we know who Rich David just kind of hype him up." And like he also mentioned that she had pranked him maybe the last time she was there. I don't remember what that prank was then, but he had mentioned that she had got him already one time before. So I thought that was funny because I think Covino doesn't like getting his balls busted, especially when he's like with I would say kind of randoms. You know what I mean? Like he was already kind of feeling shy about the fact that he was meeting their side of the family, like his family or their family is one thing, but this is like his what like his their fucking third family kind of mode, and so I'm sure he was kind of fucking feeling sensitive about it, but he laughed it off and he said it was funny.
Dog, I have to I have to apologize real quick. You asked if we're live, and I see the chat. Lisa's like, "Did I get the time wrong?" Dog, I don't know what changed, but apparently I had to hit go live. So you'll all have to be future dude for the first 15 minutes of the show because dog, we were streaming. It said start stream all that, but apparently I'd hit go live too. I don't know, maybe something changed since I had to take my computer with me to fucking Missouri. But anyway, we're here now. So Lisa, Andrew, my bad. Um, and now my
It's
new
only been 14 minutes, so you'll catch it on when you rewatch the show. You'll catch the first 14 minutes.
and that's not our way to get you to watch on replay to get more views. We promise. Yeah. And now my godfather's calling me, my fucking Nino. Dog, I'm like, he probably wants to hear about my trip because I still haven't hit him up. But anyway, yeah. So sorry guys, we're live now. So but yeah, let's see. Anything else? Let me see what else happened this year. Number 3 on here was using the AI tool from December 29th. So that's a fairly recent one. Let's go back and see if we could find something from earlier in the year that maybe really, really gets
Yo, what's up, everybody? Now we're here.
yeah,
We were here, but we
Fournier's
weren't.
here.
So what's up? What's up, chat?
Are we
Hey, Lisa.
losing shared culture? My parents storing kid stuff forever. That was in May.
One thing that I thought was funny they mentioned too about this last weekend was how and I think Rich and talked about too, how they play games and stuff, like board games or like Pictionary and shit like that. Like, I'm not really into that and shit, but if I was dating someone and they did it, like, I wouldn't mind it for the holidays or whatever. It's not what we do. I guess where I grew up, we would fucking gamble. If anything, like my parents and my family, we'd play poker and loteria and shit for money and shit, not so much like Monopoly or shit like that. It was like it was more aggressive. But that's
100%. Yeah, no, Doug, like it was like you said, like poker or loteria or dominoes. That was like the extent of it. But it's funny, Doug, that just like I was with my wife's family for the holidays, and it is like it was cool though. Like I'm not like, even though I didn't grow up doing that, it was cool. Like we played a Family Feud game where you had like a buzzer and you had to like knock it in and stuff. And then like, so my daughter was able to play, and like her cousin that's her age. So it was cool. The one that I'll never mind. I don't know who's gonna listen. So I didn't have fun. I didn't have fun playing all the games that we played, but that's all I'll say about that. I made a post about it on the Carl page if you pay attention. So, but other than that, yeah, man. Son of a monkey's uncle.
Hey,
Okay.
did we get a backyard reveal from Rich?
I
Can
think
anyone confirm or deny that? I thought they showed it when maybe, but I wasn't paying too much attention when the kids were out back and he set up the pop up for the movie or whatever when they had I think for the party. But
I know he was talking about it then, but I don't remember if he gave a full tour. Maybe I missed it too. I mean, let us know in the comments if there's anything. And since we did just hit go live, if there's anything from the year, we're trying to recap the year of Covino and Rich. So not only the after show, but the year. So if there's anything from the year that happened that you wanted us to talk about, Rich's reveal that may or may not have happened. We had, let me see. I saw something right now from May. Or let me see, what was this?
I mean, we need to talk about CRC, bro. That shit was still badass. You know what I mean? That was one of the big ones, at least for all of us that were there.
Yeah,
Just want
yeah,
to hit on that. What a great time that was. A lot of us meeting each other for the first time, and some of us multiple times and shit. Like, I feel like that needs to happen more. It's almost like a bus, like a club. You know, like there's chapters and shit. I feel like
yep,
that's like head of. There's definitely heads of people who kind of move things and make shit happen. And like right here, obviously we got. uh the hags that are really open and really
yeah.
willing to host people and shit like that. So it makes it easy and fun. So I mean, I'm super grateful, and that was fucking badass.
So, well, one of the things we were talking about was, uh, um, oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. It's a pretty whelming year. Yeah, Fournier. There wasn't too many crazy things. I think one of literally the highlights of my year was the CRC. I thought that was so cool, but I'm not saying it's gonna one up the CRC. But tomorrow night, New Year's Eve, I told Luis Cortez Jr. this, but for you guys that we didn't hit live, I don't even think I mentioned it when we started recording, but tomorrow night, me and my wife and my sister will be in Vegas bringing in the new year at the Sphere with the Backstreet Boys. Come on, everybody. That was my present from my lady. She got me, and I was like, cause the tickets, dog, I know they were selling out like for the previous like leg that they had of the tour, and they started adding more dates. Well, she said she bought the tickets in August, dog. I was like, you were thinking about Christmas in August? The fuck? But anyway, so that's how I'll be bringing in the new year. So that'll be, I'm hoping, one of the top, events of 2025 for me. And also, I think the CRC are up there. Probably that's going to be top 3. I would say the third one is actually meeting the Boy Meets World people. That'd probably be the top 3 of this year. The Backstreet Boys at the Sphere, the CRC, and meeting the Boy Meets World people. I think that's a pretty decent, stuff to happen this year. We didn't get to meet Andrew Fournier, but that would have been cool. We did get to meet Lisa. We got to meet Andrew. Got to meet Funky Monkey in person. A lot of people that I've only known through chat and through social media. So yeah, man, it was really cool.
Oh, dude, Andrew, New Year's is so bad, dude. I think you remember I live here. I'm going to a concert tonight. I'm gonna go watch Kings of Leon here tonight. There's a show for them today and tomorrow, and tomorrow was way more expensive. And like, it's just such a clusterfuck tomorrow in this town. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter where you go, what you do, so everything's gonna be so busy and overpriced, and then it's just. But right now the prices are fucking insane.
Yeah. I'm on the East Coast. You know what would be cool, Fournier, is if they actually do a CRC in like New York or something, because I've been to the East Coast, but I haven't done New York. Like I haven't done that. That I think that'd be hella dope. So hopefully, and I don't think they're gonna do one in June. Like they did last year, which is kind of disappointing because if they did, I feel like they would already kind of be talking about it. But that would be so dope, dog. I'd love to go party with everybody on the East Coast, and then like Lisa Paraggio would be closer, Andrew Fournier would be closer, like all of those people. Eddie or DJ, the Mausers, all of them that live on that side of the country. So many
That'll
people
be
that we
fresh.
didn't get to meet. Yeah, like it would be so cool. But I don't think it's gonna happen in 2026. I think they got so many things going on. They're not. I was fortunate enough to meet them in Boston. Oh, well, that's cool, dog. And I got to meet Jamie in Boston too. So
I feel like hopefully they might be like on not on tour, but maybe travel and hit some spots here and there. And I think for any boxing shit, I know they were coming to the Win and stuff like that. So even when the summer uh remember the pool guys were saying they might bring him to host a game or something here and there. So I think that might happen like a random weekend or for some random event. So I
yeah,
get the privilege that I live here so I can just kind of make it happen. People
yeah,
can't just do that shit overnight or plan a whole big ass trip just for to see this who's for like an hour or two when they're free,
yeah.
in between whatever gig they're doing. It's just
Have
unrealistic.
you gone to see them when they are like at the they do a lot of things at the
Hmm.
Win. So you've popped
Yeah.
in and go say what's up. That's so
Yeah.
dope, dog. I missed them one time. I was in Vegas, but we were doing something. I don't know if it was for my daughter or there was something, but I missed like the window where they were going to be like at the convention center and we were somewhere else. And I was like, oh, that sucks, man, because it's already 5 hours away from me, and so it just kind of sucks that it didn't align. But whatever, man. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to meet them a handful of times, so it was just one that I missed. Like, oh, that sucks. But
Lisa's inviting you over for D&D. If you need someone extra, I'm interested in learning. I know it's kind of a big deal, and then especially with Stranger Things. But
oh,
yeah,
Lisa, oh, you're hilarious. You know what I will say is that I have played one time, and I will just say this: some things are just not for everybody. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it there. You know, I'll just leave it at that, Lisa. So, if you and your husband, I'll come and have a cocktail with you guys, and I will watch. But not my cup of Joe. If that
what's going on? For your imagination not that good or what?
dog, are you kidding? I fucking tore that shit up with my imagination, dog. Mine was some little black lady named Tilda, and I was like, honey. I made my character have an affair with another fucking character, dog, and
Uh,
his name was Crodel or something, and I kept calling him Cordell. I was like, Cordell, dog. I was all, even though wasn't my thing. I tried to go as into it as I could, dog. So I was like, like there was one part where they were like, "Oh, are you gonna go out to I don't know what this and this?" And I was like, "Honey, I just got my hair did. You know I'm be out." It was like, so, dog. Somebody was like, on the like in the comments and stuff on the crawl page, people were like, "Oh, maybe you weren't being as imaginative, and maybe your dungeon master sucked and all this." And I was like, "Dog, my dungeon master is so into this shit, it's not even funny." He had fucking theme music going, dog, and fucking whenever it was like getting intense, he'd hit like the intense fucking little key, and it'd be like, and like he was dog. This dude's fucking life. So don't even tell me my D&D master was fucking sucked or whatever. That wasn't the issue. Me being involved wasn't the issue. I was involved as fuck. And it was just not my cup of tea, dog. So it just dog. So when we started, I go, I go, all right, I can't wait for this shit to start. I'm gonna win. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna win. And they're like, you don't win. Like we play as a team. And I was like, what? I thought I was gonna come here and fucking win. Like I wanted to win, And they're like, well, we can like all beat him as like a team. And I was like, no, what are you talking? I wanted to play you guys. I thought we were gonna. I wanted to win. I win. I was like the little kid on Big Daddy. I was like, I win. And they're like, no, that's not how it goes. And I'm like, so we're just gonna sit here and fucking be like, ooh, spikes coming from the ground. It's fucking stupid. So then I got all mad, but then I got mad in my head. But yeah, anyway, just not for me. Long story short, not for me.
Good thing Lisa said she was only kidding, but
Well, I had to give my piece because on the Carl page, people were like, "Oh, you didn't play it right." I'm like, "Dog, it's not fucking rocket science. Just because you're a fucking dork doesn't mean that I'm not playing it right, right?" I'm like, fucking. People were like, "Oh, well, you're like, dog. Just shut up. You guys are just shut up. You enjoyed it. I don't. No harm, no foul. Right? Let's move on with our lives."
did you catch when Rich is still being Spot's sex manager?
Yeah.
He added another item to the list for next year. I feel like we need spot sex bingo card for next year or like a punch card. Because Rich has named like 5 or 6 things already, and even Spot said it, you know. But the latest one was a Canadian girl.
I
That's
I
what he.
I thought it was hilarious, Doug, when Spot was talking about you had mentioned it on one of the previous episodes. So
Yeah.
I went back and I listened, but when he's like Spot was saying like he needs to be romanticized and shit, and then so he's like he tells Rich, so you're telling me there could just be some chick there and you could just hook up with her, and Rich is like, yeah. Like, it just made me
That
laugh.
didn't seem so far-fetched though. Like it wasn't like I think a lot of us would have said the same shit, and Spot was like, "Oh, I need to communicate with
Yeah.
her, or we need a kiss or whatever." And Rich just kidding. I mean, I guess I understand, but that shit was hilarious.
It was funny because like I could see where both of them are coming from. I see, but it was funny that I feel like Rich couldn't even understand Spot, where Spot was like, "I need this, this, and this," because I feel like a majority of the listeners are more lean more Rich, right? With that, where they're
Yeah,
like, "Dog, if she's bad, then fucking cool. I don't need to know her fucking favorite color," you know. But
for sure.
Spot's like, "I want more of a connection," which is totally fine. But it was just funny when he was like, "You're telling me," and Rich is like, "Uh huh." Like, like it made me
Like,
laugh so hard.
like straight up.
Well, oh my goodness, that was funny though.
You see that? I put it. I saw in your notes when these guys were talking about it too. That Nickelodeon dude, and man, how fucking the TV and child actors, they just get chewed up and spit out by the fucking industry, bro. Like I don't, all of them, bro. All the list of like child people who've I don't obviously got exploited and go through trauma and all that bullshit, and they have the world by the balls when they're little, and now that they're old, they're like just a fucking hot mess. And the latest one's that Nickelodeon guy, you know, and it's kind of fucked up. And the guys hit on it how people want to be nice about it, but they're making it a point of recording it, which is I agree with them. That's kind of horseshit. It almost feels like you're doing it for the clicks.
Yeah,
I think we all
yeah.
know that. But and the poor fuckers are still on the street.
Well, Doug, like even one of his old co-stars, this the black dude from the show, was like, oh, came and hugged him and like bought him like a hotel room or whatever the hell, dog. And I'm like, dog, that's so fucked up. If that really is your homie, dog, you're not gonna go and record it. Like, dog. Let's say you fell on hard times, and I'm like, uh, hey, Patreon exclusive. We're gonna go get fucking Luis Cortez Jr. out of the gutter. Like, dog, if that's really your home, you're not gonna fucking come with like a camera crew. And I was like, and it's what I feel like is like one of the most messed up things, dog, is that he looks like a genuinely like nice kid. Like he is fucking twacked out of his mind, and it's very apparent that he needs plenty of help and he has a lot of mental issues. But he just looks like a decent dude underneath all the shit, and like it just sucks. It sucks when people see that as an opportunity because like they were saying, it went from like a viral story like on social media to it's like national news now. Especially like every time you get on TMZ, it's like the first thing you see is him in his freaking Raiders polo, and you're like, that was one thing I was thinking too. Do you think the Raiders are stoked or do you think they're kind of bummed that he's wearing their jersey or their polo?
I think it's just like perfect fucking harmony, bro. Like it just makes the best sense and shit. If anything, the Raiders, some fucking Raider guy's gonna step up and be like, oh, maybe they'll help his ass. I don't know, but
That'd be
it's almost
that'd be cool,
ironic.
right? Even because he probably just got it off of like a I don't know, some old ass rack or something that he's been sporting that shirt. But it'd be dope, dog, if like fucking like the owner of the Raiders or something is like, I'm gonna come and help this dude out. But
Right.
but at the same time, you can only help somebody, dog, that wants to help themselves. So if he's not ready, dog, then he's not ready. I've known plenty of people that have gone through shit, and it's like, dog, you can try your hardest, but until they're ready to fucking be like, you can help them, you can try and push them a little bit, but they're still a grown person. And like I was telling my wife the other day, I'm like, it's crazy when you see people like all like twacked out of their mind. They're like falling asleep and they're like whatever, but they can still like walk up to the street light and push the button and wait for cars, and they can like it's crazy how you're still all there like for that part, and you still like
They just have no shoes, no shirt, talk to the sky and yell, but they can somehow
for
walk through
real.
this, operate the streets
Yeah,
and
but they
signals
still,
and the lights.
to me that's crazy because dog, they'll be there like sitting there, rapping to themselves and fucking,
Yeah.
like, and yelling at the cars, but they're waiting for it to turn green so they can walk. That's like, how does that work, Doug? That's crazy.
Yeah. That is
Oh,
crazy.
no, yeah. Lisa says, I love how
Hey,
different they all are. But hey, Andrew Fournier is kind of with Spot. He says, I'm not able to get off with someone who doesn't care about me. That's just, I mean, that's why we're a very inclusive group, right? People are different. And that's what is funny is that I'm like, I feel you. That's cool. But
yeah.
Rich could not fathom that when Spot was like, he was like, what? So it's just funny because it's like different strokes, right? For different folks. So yeah.
Hey, I don't think we talked about the Christmas miracle either.
About what?
Um, with Covino fucking they're finding his scarf.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you hear that? And like, when I heard that shit, I thought it was hilarious, but then it fucking really I was like, this motherfucker really went
Filled out the form.
and yes,
No,
bro, like yes, fool. Like I could not believe that shit. Like he went out of his way to go get. I mean, you had to go get it, fill it out, drop it out, and all
yeah.
this shit, and I mean, whatever. I guess he said it was like $4, $5, $7, whatever. He hit me up the other day because I bought Melody a vinyl a couple months ago, and it ended up being like one of the biggest vinyls came out this year, was the Deftones one.
Uh-huh.
And so he was just saying thanks for it or whatever, and I was just giving him shit. I'm like, hey, have you made it to pick up your fucking scarf? And he was like, no. So all that shit talking, and it's still there, you know what I mean? But I
that's
thought that was
that's
hilarious.
that's the funny part is that he even said he's not sure if he's even going to pick it up, but it's going to be there because he's like, if I have to go to the airport because they were driving back. So he was like, if I drive back from Idaho, if I want it, I have to make an extra trip to the airport. So the only way he's going to get it is maybe when Melody returns. When has to be there for her, he could stop by and be like, you guys got my old Navy scarf in here or what's going on? you know? Oh man, but yeah, but that's what tripped me out is that I'm not the biggest person on like returning shit. Like typically I'll just like take the L and be like, man, this shit fucking sucks or doesn't work or I don't like it or whatever. I'll be like, fuck it. I'll just fucking just it is what it is. But then there's people that are like, no, fuck that. Give me the receipt. I'm gonna get my fucking $10 back or my $20 back or whatever. And that's cool. And I think more power to them. I wish I was more like that. But to me, it's such a pain in the ass. You have to find the receipt and go stand in customer service and wait and get a little fucking ticket when you can walk through the front door. Like, dog, fuck all that shit. Here, just keep it. Like, what I should do, dog, is I should just start collecting a bunch of shit like that I fucking take the L on and then just have like a yard sale one day. All brand new shit.
Damn, bro, you must have a lot of shit if you're gonna have a yard sale.
Well, Andrew Sim says depend on how much money it is. Well, Doug, like usually, like I had bought this one thing, like it was a little fucking like a switcher or some shit and it was like maybe like $20. Was it 20 or 30? I don't remember. But I had it and I was like, oh yeah, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. Doug, I literally watch this shit. Hold on, we'll change the camera to you real quick.
Andrew, I guess it depends on how much it is too. I feel like I ordered a pair of shoes one time and I ordered the right shit and all that and they were like nice
Doug.
shoes and the only reason I got money back or I mean I got it replaced because they paid for the return and shipping and all that. They sent me a box and they made it easy to just kind of send home and replace it. If I
Doug,
had to go out of my way and all that, I don't think I would have done it.
look at this shit.
Fool, you still got the bag and everything. Look at
Doug,
you.
right here, a fucking receipt for something I was gonna take back. That one I
What
said,
is
oh
it?
fuck it, I'll
Wrong
take back.
phone case?
It was a phone case, yeah. I was gonna take that one back. I said, fuck it. Here was Doug a fucking this was like I think it was like
Oh, yeah.
a soccer shirt.
Damn, bro, that shit got chains on it?
Doug, oh no, that's just my chain, dog, because
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
rapper on the weekends. But no, Doug, this
Excuse
shit
me.
still has the tags on it and shit. That was another one where I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that back. That's why I said, Doug, I'm gonna have a fucking yard sale because this was shit that was just right here in front of me. That one I still have the receipt. How much was this one?
What's up, Drop? Welcome home.
$24, $26 with tax for
Yeah,
this fucking
20, $30. Well, that's enough for a 12 pack, some gas,
yeah. See,
even a
Doug,
fucking a meal, a fucking in and out or some shit. At that point, I'm like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I'm off to
but
fucking get that shit
see,
fixed.
Doug, that's all going to my yard sale, Doug. It's all going to my
Yeah,
yard
fool.
sale. Uh, but yeah, that's just some of the shit that's hanging right here, dog. That I'm like, but it's funny because then I leave it there, dog. Like when I do get in that mood where I'm like, I'm gonna take that shit back, right? And then I hang it right there, dog. Then I pass like the 30 days or 60 days, whatever, dog. Then it just lives there forever in a fucking bag. Uh,
Yeah, I got another comment real quick. I think we need a over under on the at least who's gonna get a background on their fucking or a new studio and
dog,
shit.
dog.
At least their background, right? But I know we talked about new studio. Me and you were bullshitting about that. We'll see if they have bigger things to come. But did they say it's gonna happen before the new year, or am I tripping?
Nah, dog. That is no way in hell it's gonna happen between today and Monday when they're back online.
Oh no, yeah,
That's
no
already the
shit,
New
how we
Year.
are.
The New Year's Monday already, dog.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, but see, the thing is that the couple of days that you know how spots in the closet and like technically like in like where he's working, not like sexually, but
Yeah, because we all know that already.
yeah, but you know he's in the closet right there and he has that green screen behind him. Well, for a couple of days. He put it behind Covino and Rich, like in the middle of them, and he threw a background to it. Dog, even though it's not like lit all dope, it looked pretty good. So why not get like a fucking 15-foot one and throw it up, at least for the meantime, and throw something back there? Because when they did it just kind of as a joke for a couple of days, it didn't look too bad. And Spot was like, he's real against it because he's like, well, you have to light it correctly or else it's gonna look stupid and this and this. Dog, it looks better than the stupid ass
Like faded or
yeah,
paint or whatever it is.
yeah. Like it looks better than like why not just throw a freaking big ass 20-foot, 15-foot, whatever green screen back there and just try it, right? It'll cost you what, $50 at the most. Throw that bad boy up there, and then just check it out. Just see how you like it.
If you sell your fucking phone case and that shirt, there's enough to buy them a background. Folks. Just take it back, folks.
I'll take that back, and then I'll throw one on Amazon. Dog,
Yeah, there you go.
you know what? If they don't get one in like the next like week or two, I might do that, dog. I might mail time them a freaking like how big is that wall? Like 10, 15 feet maybe?
It can't be that room. It's a big food. I mean, but you see how much you could probably measure it through one of the like virtual measure through one of the screens and just
I
kind
wonder, Doug, but probably 20 feet by like 10 feet high or
of at the
something
most.
should
At the most.
should suffice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what?
We'll start a GoFundMe for them.
Not even, dog. I'm gonna mail time them one, and nah, but Spot already hates me, dog. He's gonna hate me even more.
Yeah, so don't do that. Yeah, talking about memories and good things that happen. I mean, and even Christmas and that shirt you got, Kavina, I thought that was pretty badass, right? That was kind of a highlight. I think that was pretty cool.
Oh, that was well. Thank you. I thought that was cool. It's funny that you mentioned that because I don't know if it's because like Christmas is behind us. I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like, that was a pretty cool gift. Looking back, I was pissed that I wish it would have been smaller after I saw him wear it. But well, you live and you learn. Then you fucking die, right?
Yeah, that's what he has a dad about.
Yeah, yeah, right. So, oh man, but
Or maybe he'll have Jordan wear.
yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna. I'll just let you. That's just yeah, dog. Fucking okay. All right, on to other news. Cause see, dog, now you're making me picture her in it, and it just like, yeah.
I'm just
Dog.
saying, it's just big, you know what I mean? Don't chicks wear like bigger shirts or whatever typically? Like
Yeah,
baggy
yeah,
shirts or whatever?
like yeah, like if they're just like walking around the house, right? Like
Mhm.
just like in a big old t-shirt, like yeah,
Just chilling.
just chilling, right? Just watching the Yankees or whatever. Oh, speaking of the
Yankees.
Yankees, Yankees fucking I said the Yankees. Even speaking of the Yankees, Cavino wanted that he got a helmet for his head because he swears he's like Dr. Phil and he's trying to grow his hair back. And a dude said he wanted to put a fucking Yankees logo on it. That was the funniest shit ever, dog. Oh man. Hey, Andrew Sims is asking how was the game, Luis?
Yeah, it was badass, bro. Tough we lost. We played like shit right at the beginning, dude. Um, I got in there almost just in time for the game to kick off, and I just ran and got 2 beers. I sat down, and then we were fucking 5 or 6 minutes in, bro. We were losing 14 fucking 0. It was so embarrassing. It was great though. The vibe was good. Probably one of the best home games I've been, at least from the vibe and how many Charger fans were there when we were cheering and stuff. So I'm grateful to always go. I got season tickets. I basically only missed one game this year, and so I'm thankful. And I'm hoping to go to a playoff game. I don't know if I'll make it to New England if it's too cold or snowing. It depends where we play, but maybe Jacksonville, or if we go to Denver, probably not. Fuck that. I ain't trying to freeze my nuts off. But I'm looking I'm looking forward to it. And football's coming to an end, man. The year's coming to an end. I can't believe it, bro. I know a lot of people are probably working on trying to close out their last year's New Year resolutions and getting New Year's resolutions. Like I told you last week, I've been seeing them tortas already at the gym. They're coming in by the busload. It feels like trying to get ready for 2026, trying to
Doug, you
get
know what? It
snatched.
wasn't a resolution this year, but one thing I've done a crap load this year is I've walked miles and miles and miles a week. I was going like 6, 7 times a week, and it's down to like four.
Six,
But it
seven.
was 6, 7, right? But it's down to like 4 days a week, maybe. But Doug, that's something that I actually did throughout the entire year. And I know because I started in January because my office had a challenge, right? And it was like we were trying to have our office, right, fucking beat other offices, right? And so after that month, ended, I just kept on and I just made it literally just part of my routine during this entire year. So I'm like, dog, I'm like, that's super cool. That's something that wasn't like it's been over 300 miles that I've walked this year. So it's been like, oh, like and extra shit, right? Because I was looking at my little activity tracker or whatever, like on my phone. And I'm like, dog, I'm like, that's dope because that's something that I didn't even intend to do this year. So this coming year, dog, I got to fucking start running. I always know when I'm dreaming too, dog, because in my dreams, I can always run. Right, dog? I'm always like, man, this shit's
This
nuts to
is
me.
fake. This is
Dog, I'm
fake.
all like, I swear to God, I've had like 3 dreams in the last like month where I'm like this dog, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dog, this shit's fucking nothing. I can fucking talk. I'm like, I'm fucking having a full on conversation, and I'm like this dog, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm dreaming, huh? And then I fucking wake up, dog, and I'm like, fuck, I was dreaming, dog.
Uh,
This sucks.
Yo, Andrew, our line is fucking garbage, bro. We're like on our seventh, eighth street. We don't have. I need Daniel out there fucking blocking. For we can. This fool
Oh,
would do a better job and shit.
when I was
And
a
I see
kid,
Magic Mexican talking about.
when I was a kid, I was a
Go
fucking
ahead.
I was a tackle, dog. I fucking
There
come
you
on,
go,
come on,
bro.
dog, fucking.
Give that vato a chance. Well, you be better. Trust me. For the fools out there, fucking
Uh,
caca.
what did Magical
And
Mexican
that
say?
he's talking about his resolution was to clean the garage, but he says he failed. Hey, bro, fuck, according to my clock, you still got a day and a half. I don't know how much shit you got, but
Oh, and your kid should be home. I know he's got a couple of kids. I know his kids should be home for the holidays, right? From college. Get them out there with you, dog. You guys have like more than 24 hours to get that clean.
yeah, bro, just fucking pay up, fool. Just pay them up. I'm sure they'll do it. Or pull a fucking, tell them if they want to sleep over, pull the dad card out, dog. My
You know
dad would
what?
just give me the look and shit, be like,
Speaking of dog things that happened this year, I remember Magical Mexican had a conversation. I think there was like a friend in need, and he was talking about the kids living at home and paying rent or whatever. So I wonder if there's any update on that. Let us know in the comments, Magical Mexican.
damn it.
Oh, yeah, dog. That's what we like to do. And then let me see. Let me see. That'd be a Super Bowl contender with Slater and all healthy. Okay,
Yeah,
they
still
would be.
sports, dude. Yeah, it'd be close. I mean, this year's open. That's the good thing about at least this year. I was telling my boys. For those of you guys who watch football or know football, especially in our division, the AFC West, fucking Kansas City's won like the last fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
So the one time they don't fucking win, the one time we're like kind of okay, our guys get hurt, but then the Broncos are fucking good and they're just fucking shit up. So it's like Jesus Christ. But
Yeah.
I'm grateful that we've made it so far and done so
Yeah.
good with a lot of hurt people.
Yeah. Um, let me see what else we had. It's funny because Doug, I had on one of the notes I had was keeping something or returning it was on one of the notes. So we hit on that, not even trying to. Um,
Hey, I finally watched the Diddy documentary. Did you watch that?
I watched. I think did I finish it? I might have finished it. I watched at least. I think there's like 3 episodes. I watched 2 of them for sure. I don't know if I watched the last one though.
Some of that shit was crazy, bro. Like, motherfucker. money, money is the answer for everything.
Dog, it's crazy. It's so crazy, dog. Is that it's so crazy. It's kind of like the Ellen situation, dog, where like so many people like loved them right in the public eye and behind closed doors. They're pieces of shit, and it's just it's crazy because like even like my daughter's vocal coach, she had came out on Ellen when she was a kid, and she like was had like some viral videos or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm sure she was nice to her and like everything. I'm sure she has nothing but good things to say. But the people she actually worked with were like, she's a fucking bitch, right? And then Diddy, dog, fucking, like, did you hear the story about the fucking dude that, like, in the bathroom, like, they got murdered and shit and had him, like, disappear or whatever?
Yeah,
That was,
saw
like,
that.
some crazy shit. And that dude was like, yeah, and then, you know, they came, went away with it or whatever, and, like, never heard from it again. You're like, dog, this dude's fucking getting people murdered, and that's why it makes me think of like the whole like Tupac, fucking Biggie, all that shit. I'm like, dog, sounds even more real now when you hear those kind of stories, and that this dude just got away with it. How many other times that we don't even know about, and being that arrogant that you're never gonna get caught, dog. You're like, fuck it, I'll take out Tupac. Like that won't be nothing. And dog, he's still free from that if he had anything to do with that. So it's just crazy when you think about all that. You're like, damn, dog, like this dude really is a gigantic piece of shit. Like the way Covino hates Will Smith is kind of how I started being with Diddy, dog. I was like, I used to be like, oh yeah, dog, like he's kind of corny, but dog, he's got a gang of money, always got the bitches, right? He had J Lo in her prime, like dog. Cassie was fucking. I mean, to this day, she's bad as hell. And then you're like, you
That
see
fool was
that shit?
grooming her, bro. She was young as fuck and all that shit.
Yeah, dog.
Hey, Magic Mexican got her update for you. It says 25-year-old still living here, pays 300, doesn't even care for fast food my wife buys. Bro, $300 ain't shit nowadays, bro. Go anywhere and try to pay rent, gas, eat, Uber, or
That's
go
crazy.
anywhere, bro.
Doesn't
Shit
even
won't last
cover.
you.
Dang, that's crazy, Doug. I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you. I'm not gonna do it, Doug, because Elon Musk did that, and all of a sudden he was a Nazi. But just know, dog, my heart goes out to you. You know, I'm gonna go like this, dog. There, I'll do that, dog. I'm not gonna not but yeah, dog, that sucks. So just we're with you right there, dog. Hopefully listening to the after show, listening to Covino and Rich kind of eases some of that craziness, dog, that's going on in your house. So oh man. What are we at?
Yeah,
48.
I think a lot of people, I think the consensus is pretty much that he's a piece of shit. And I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna get his ass in prison or whatever, but I'm sure we'll see what happens when he comes out. He might get canceled. I don't know how many people. So I
Yeah.
don't really know if I've heard his shit be playing anymore or shit like that. Be like he's kind of been canceled already, I guess, right? I
Yeah.
don't. I mean, you don't haven't really played his music in recent.
Dog, I gotta ask you, what time is your concert at? I can't believe you're fucking doing this shit and you got a concert in a little while.
Oh, it doesn't start till 9.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's only what, 6:30, almost 6:40
That's
or
6:48
yeah.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna after this, I'm gonna go down there and just it's at the Venetian. So I'm just gonna head down early, have a couple of beers, scope out the scene, and then
Dang, dog. See, that's what's so dope about living in Vegas. I'm gonna go to the Venetian real quick, dog. I'm like, dog. We have this hood ass bar that some dude was murdered in recently, and I'm like, it's called Maverick, dog. I'm like, I'll go to the Maverick, dog. That's what I get to do. Yeah, I'm like, I'll go to the Maverick, fucking have a couple of beers, you know. And
so I'm all G'd up.
yeah, dog. I seen that. I thought you were gonna come over here, dog. Do you got a hat to go with it? Are you going? Are you going
Yeah,
straight
yeah, I
up?
got a hat and shit.
Dang.
I
And
got
who
my
is it?
Harleys.
Kings of Leon or some shit?
Yep, yep.
Yeah. The what? Give me like their top like three biggest hits.
Like Sex on
Oh
Fire,
yeah.
On
There was
Call,
this dude named
Mustang,
Tubbs that used to fucking like them, and
Super Soaker.
someone to love or some shit. Don't they have one of those or some shit?
Sex on Fire is like their. Nah, I'll play a little bit for you at the end. That way we don't get fucking.
Yeah, Sex on Fire though is probably easily their biggest hit. That's dope though,
Oh
dog.
yeah. Yeah, I've liked them forever. I remember like I think like the first Coachella I ever went to and fucking back in the 2000s because that's how old I am. Um, they headlined one of the nights and that was like the whole reason I went. And so I haven't seen them since, so I'm excited. And at the Venetian is not that big, and so no matter where you sit, it's probably nice. And it's a theater, so it's set up as a theater and all that shit. So I'm sure there'll be some good looking ladies in there, motherfucker, too.
Yeah, that's super dope. So you rolling solo?
I always,
Hell yeah, dog. That I think that's super dope. The way you said, like, you get to go to the Venetian, kick it, have a couple of beers, and then you go. I mean, dog, and that's perfect opportunity, right? You're solo. I mean, your pads right there, dog. Right when these
yeah,
when these chicks are like, oh well, where are you staying? You're like, where am I staying? At home. You ready?
yeah.
Right?
Tor-
Uh.
I'll be torta sniping.
Oh, that's good for you, dog. Go, dog.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate.
Yeah, and that's good, right? That's good because, dog, I was talking to
I'm there
somebody.
for the music. I'm there for the music, bro. Come on.
Come on, what kind of crowd? I want to know, Doug, because I obviously they had big, they were on a little streak for a while in like the 2010s ish. What so like what kind of crowd do they pull? Like
It's
like
like indie alternative.
like as far as like the people though that are coming, like are you the standard or are you the
Nah,
exception?
I'm probably the exception, I would think.
Yeah. Well.
I think like it's like a Rich Davis crowd, like
Oh,
it's like
really?
poppy,
Yeah.
like that kind of.
They
Not too many vatos in there for sure. I think I don't know for.
and you listen to like some harder music, so
Oh
you
yeah,
you going in are like, oh yeah, this is more of a like a poppier band, but
for
like
sure.
the Rich Davises that go in are like, I'm gonna go listen to rock and roll, dude. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like oh, that's funny. Oh, Magical Mexican Ass, is that why it's closed? Is that why it hasn't been open? Maverick always looks closed. Nah, this dude, I don't think maybe that's why it got closed, but people get shot in there all the time, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think they would close it for that. Um, but yeah, dog, I think we can wrap it up in a couple of minutes. I don't know if there's anything you want to leave everybody with for the new year. Any words of wisdom, like Mike on Fox Sports? Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew hit it on the head. He says, "I think a bunch of white hipsters," and I mean, you're pretty spot on. That's kind
a
of what
bunch
I
of
would expect.
a bunch of
I'll,
white.
I'll, I'll
You
I'll
know
take
what's
some
dope?
pictures and then we'll share them on the next show. But hey, before we roll them out, guess, and then I'll send you a picture, and then we can see what it looks like.
It's cool though that if it is a bunch of white hipsters, it's cool that you show up because you're different than the
Yeah,
white hipster. So I think the ladies might be like, "Oh, well, who's that over there? He's different." You're not gonna
I'm
blend
the
in,
minority.
right? Oh man, I it was funny because my buddy and I we went to this show. We went to go watch Tom Segura, the comedian,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Dog, like." I was like, I didn't realize that we're not the demo. Like, I thought since him and I are both fucking Mexican, like, even though we're Americanized, I'm like, I thought we were somewhat more in the demo. Dog, we got there, it was a bunch of old fat white guys that were bald. And we were like, what the fuck, dog? They were all like 47 plus. And then
Oh
then
my.
my buddy was like, nah, he was like, I don't like, I know we're not the demo, but I don't think we stand out that much. Dog, we went to this bar afterward, right? And it was probably half a mile away. So it's not even like it was right next door. Dog, we showed up to this bar and we walked in. This dude and his chick go, hey, were you guys at the Tom Segura show? And we're like, yeah. I told my buddy Luis, I was like, dog, I told you we fucking stand out. As soon as we walk in, they're like, I remember you guys. You were the only two fucking Mexicans there. I
Yeah,
was like,
vato.
and it's funny though, dog, because I'm super Americanized until you get me around a bunch of white people. Then they swear I'm like fucking Viva la raza and shit. Like it's fucking hilarious. But I don't know, dog. Ah,
Well, just wanted to say appreciate you, man. It's been a good ride so far. Thanks for having me. For future dudes and everyone who's listening, we appreciate the support. And just, I guess, what I would say for myself and anyone out there, take care of yourselves. It's been a rough year. Health is wealth, mind, body, and soul, right? Whatever happened in 25 stays in 25 and not live and learn, move on from it,
except
mend your
gonorrhea. That
wrongs.
comes with you to 2026.
Well, penicillin. But take care of yourself, take care of your family, hug each other, love each other, man. There's a lot of bullshit out there. That's what I appreciate about you and Cavino and Rich, right? The community we built. We can come here, have a good time, and we need more of that. And I think by us doing this, and the more people we have, the better. I feel like I'm fulfilling my job and obligation too. So I appreciate you, man. I hope you have a safe, happy New Year, and thanks everyone out there, and appreciate the chat.
And remember, go back and listen to the first 15 minutes because apparently I didn't hit go live. But yeah, so go back and listen to the first 15 minutes and hey, what the hell? Go through and listen to the whole show all over again. Catch things that you missed the first time. So, man, I can't believe we're wrapping up 2025. It's crazy to me to think that this is our last show of the year. Feliz Año Nuevo to you too. Drop 5310. I see you on Instagram all the time, so shout out to you. Appreciate all the love for everything that you show us on liking all the posts and all that. Appreciate all you guys. So after show but later, last show of the year
Happy New Year's, everybody.
2025, episode number 320. It's your boy D. It's Luis Cortez Jr. We will see you guys no, Lisa says I'll do better. It was me that I forgot to hit go live. We will see you guys in 2026. Peace.
On the road to the riches, cause it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens and come and spend a day in the 757.